Jest 6 września 2019 roku. Kamery zarejestrowały 48-letniego Briana Smitha oraz dziewczynę, z którą poszedł na randkę, Valerie Castle. Na widocznym nagraniu mężczyzna podjeżdża na stację benzynową w miejscowości Anchorage na Alasce. Na pierwszy rzut oka wszystko wydawało się być normalne, jednak to, z czego dziewczyna nie zdawała sobie sprawy, to to, że mężczyzna, z którym wyszła, to seryjny morderca oraz że w bagażniku swojego samochodu dzień wcześniej przewoził ciało zamordowanej kobiety. Jak Brian poszedł do bankomatu, to Valerie została w jego samochodzie oraz przypadkowo sięga po telefon mężczyzny. Nie wie również tego, że później znajdzie w telefonie liczne nagrania z morderstw, których dokonał.
You live, you die. You live, you die. Sadly, in my movies, everyone dies.
Jednak wróćmy kilka godzin do tyłu. 48-letni Brian Smith przebywa w domu, gdy znudzony postanawia udać się na nocny trip samochodem, gdzie poznaje stojącą przy ulicy 52-letnią Valerie Castle, bezdomną. Zgodziła się z nim przejechać, wtedy padał deszcz, a mężczyzna wydawał się być miły. Spędzali miło czas.
Probably about 9:30 at night.
Okay.
And he pulls up, and I was homeless, living in a tent, and it was raining that night. And he goes, well, it's raining. You want to ride around with me? And, you know. And I was like, sure. He was nice. We went everywhere. We hung out out at the airport and watched the planes and stuff. I was with him till about 5, 6 in the morning.
All night long?
Yeah.
Kamery zarejestrowały samochód, który widzieliście na początku, oraz gdy Brian wyszedł do bankomatu, to w tamtym momencie Valerie opuszcza swój telefon, podnosi go i chowa go do kieszeni. Jednak los tak chciał, że w rzeczywistości to nie był jej telefon, a drugi telefon mordercy, ze wszystkimi nagraniami zbrodni.
That's when I dropped my phone.
In the car?
In his truck, yeah.
You were in the front passenger seat?
Yeah, and when I reached down, I grabbed 2 phones, and you get that chill feeling, you know?
You just got a vibe from it?
Yeah.
A feeling?
Yeah, that something was not right.
Kamery uchwyciły również tego mężczyznę, jak robi zakupy w sklepie. Mija kilka godzin. Kobieta wraca do swojego namiotu, w którym nocuje. To właśnie wtedy zorientowała się, że coś jest nie tak, oraz to, że wzięła nie swój telefon. Znalazła na nim dziwne, nieznane numery oraz folder o nazwie Zabójstwo w hotelu Marriott, Anchorage. Były nagrania audio, zdjęcia oraz filmy. Wszystko z tej zbrodni. Kobieta bała się wyjść z namiotu, wpadła w paranoję, jednak zebrała się i zaniosła kartę SD z plikami na policję. Zamordowaną kobietą okazała się 30-letnia Kathleen Henry.
Human remains found at mile 108 of the Seward Highway a week ago belonged to a woman who had long dark hair.
The FBI told us, hey, his phone is hitting off a tower near mile 108, the Seward Highway. And also, there was a timestamp on one of the images with Kathleen Henry in the back of the pickup truck.
Jednak przy próbie aresztowania mężczyzny nie przebywał on w swoim domu w tym samym stanie. Był on wtedy na wakacjach ze swoją żoną. Gdy wrócił z wakacji samolotem, policjanci już na niego czekali. Z lotniska trafił prosto na salę przesłuchań. Udawał, że on o niczym nie wie. Był spokojny i opanowany. Myślał, że to nie wyjdzie, oraz to, że przesłuchanie dotyczy zupełnie czegoś innego.
I'm Detective Lee, the Anchorage Police Department. I just want to show you my badge, ID, so you know you're talking. This is Detective Bell, my partner. We have some matters we wanted to clear up with you to talk to you today, so I appreciate you coming up here with these guys and talking to me. Obviously, we're here at the airport. They brought you up here to talk to me, so we have some kind of a formality to get by. I have to read you what's called a Miranda warning. Do you know what that is?
Yes.
Tak jak wspominałem, on myśli, że to się nie wyda i udaje, że nie ma pojęcia, o czym detektywi chcą rozmawiać. Sądzi, że chodzi o włamanie do jego pick-upa oraz o kradzież dokumentów, które miało miejsce kilka miesięcy wcześniej.
I got a phone call from one of the guys at work that said my window's broken. So as I'm down there looking at this, what the messages start coming through on my phone. You know, your transaction at Lowe's for $500 and something dollars has been accepted, and I'm like, what?
Yeah. The little GoPro you said that was taken. What stands out about how does because I'm not familiar with GoPros. How do they record memory into the camera, or do they record on something else, or how does that work?
Oh no, yeah, it's got a little SD card on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said, we have some matters we need to clear up, and the thing we need to talk about is recently some property was brought to APD, and I was given that property as a little SD card. And I watched that SD card and I looked at it, and that's what I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
So what can you tell me? Because you mentioned the SD card and the GoPro camera. So what can you tell me about that?
Well, usually everything I record is stuff from my trips when I go out camping. That's why I got a GoPro. It's got a very high frame rate. So I'm trying to capture. You know, if you ever look on YouTube, you'll see the guys shooting through like latex or through bottles or something, and you can see the bullet going through.
Shooting a bullet?
Yeah.
Brian wrzucał różne filmy na YouTube'a ze swoich podróży, z drona, z GoPro. Tak jest z życia codziennego. To ciekawe, ten kanał dalej jest aktywny, jednak dziwnie się go ogląda po tym, co zrobił.
So like I said, it's about that SD card. I wanted to kind of just see just a refresh of memory here for you. That there, and that's it right there on top of that.
I've seen those. I've got one or two of those. You get those at Walmart.
Okay. Is that one like the one you're missing? Because you said you're missing one out of the GoPro.
No, well, the whole GoPro's gone.
Oh, the whole GoPro's gone.
Yeah.
But was that the type of card that might have been in that GoPro when it was gone?
No.
Okay.
I've got one of these I've been using for my 3D printer.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why I've got these green ones. The other one's all black.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and so like I said, this was brought to APD and given to me, and like I said, I viewed the images and the videos on that SD card.
Yeah.
And that's obviously that's how I got to you. That's how I figured out who you are.
Okay.
And that's what we need to clear up that matter of what's on that SD card.
Okay, what's on the card?
Detektywi nie zdradzają wszystkiego od razu, chociaż wiadomo, że posiadają wszystkie informacje o nim. Wiedzą o zbrodniach z karty SD, wiedzą, że był w hotelu Marriott i to wszystko się pokrywało.
I'll show you some pictures, see if they would help you kind of refresh the girl from that night.
Mm-hmm. No, that's not her.
Not her?
Just short hair.
Short hair, okay.
Short hair, no.
Okay, all right.
She looks like a drug addict.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you seen this woman before?
No.
Have you ever had any contact with her at all?
No. I have, in the last 5 years that I've been here, probably starting about 2 years ago, I've probably gone out and picked up a girl or two. So I might have seen her before, but not fresh in my mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I told you on there that how I found you is I saw your truck. Is that?
That's my truck.
That's your truck.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else? And I'm going to step out here a minute and let you take a break, drink some water. Is there anything else about that evening that we haven't talked about that you want me to know about, or you think we should talk about?
No.
Well, you seemed curious about what was on. You were asking me to show you what's on the SD card, and I don't have it here to show you exactly what's on there, but I wanted to talk about it. And like I said to you a minute ago, the images led me to you. There's images on there that led me to you, and for multiple reasons. The truck, like I said, I knew that was your truck. You're saying that's your truck in the photographs. Mm-hmm. There's pictures of the Marriott. There's pictures of the Marriott, the hotel room on the GoPro, or excuse me, on that SD card. Then that's how I knew it was that Marriott. It was the Midtown Marriott.
Okay.
And the pictures, I don't know. You probably know about this. I think you're into technology and stuff. Okay. Photographs, they have a time and date stamp. So the photographs are time and date stamped. So the photographs time and date stamp matched at the time that you were at that hotel room.
Okay.
So that's how this SD card has led me to you.
Okay.
And like I said, there's a number of images on there, and there's a number of videos on there, and I brought some of the pictures to kind of go over with you about that. So this is one of the images on there. Part of it is kind of cut down a little bit, but can you tell me what's in that photo?
There's somebody's feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whose feet are those?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm looking at your shoe. I mean, it looks like the shoes you're wearing right now.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Okay. Is it safe to say those are your feet in that picture?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not the only person that's got shoes like this.
Okay.
I did recently buy these. I can't tell you when.
Okay, you can't tell me when. How long have you had them?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
I don't know.
Where'd you buy them from?
These I would have got at Fred Meyer.
Okay. Okay. All right. I just want to show you some other images here. And like I said, I've watched the videos and the images on there, and I've watched them multiple times, and that's why we're here. That's how I knew to talk. Some of the other images on there.
Okay. Okay.
So what can you tell me about these photos?
This looks like someone that's already been beaten up a bit.
Okay. And these are images. These are images, but there's also videos of this person.
Yeah.
And another person in the room as well. And that's why we're here to talk to you about.
How many people in the room?
At least 2.
Oh. Yeah.
So we need to address this. We need to clear this up.
Okay.
Mr. Smith.
You think I hit this girl?
Well, like I said, there's videos of it. There's video of it, there's audio of it, there's a voice I've been talking to you now for almost 30, 40 minutes. And I know it was your voice I could hear in the video.
Okay.
And if you'd like to hear some of that, I can refresh your memory with it.
The same pictures are on the SD card with your truck that you said was your truck.
Yeah, these are all on the same as your truck here.
That sounds like me. What's happening when that's...
What's happening is on this video, on these images, the person that's recording it is holding the recorder and is standing basically above this girl and strangling her.
Okay.
And so we need to talk about this. We need to get ahead of this, Mr. Smith.
I don't want to act stupid, but I don't remember anything. I don't remember anything.
Okay.
When I landed, when they stopped me, I was already, in the legal terms of the words I use, is in a weakened state of mind. For an hour and a half, I said, I didn't do that, I didn't do that, I didn't do that. Over and over and over. In ad nauseum, I said that.
Saying is definitely you talking on the recording, on the audio there, that you don't recall that?
That sounds like my voice. I've got a unique voice.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
It's English mixed with the Dutch.
Mm-hmm. And you talking and like I said, there's about 12 of these videos, and I've watched every single one of them multiple times, unfortunately. And you talking, you know what you're doing in those videos. I mean, you're describing what's going on in those videos. And so, Mr. Smith, I don't believe that you don't remember this happening. And like I said, we need to talk. We need to get ahead of this because this is pretty big here.
Yeah, but this is not the girl I picked up.
Okay, but that's definitely your voice on those audios. And I have no doubt about it. Like I said, I mean, your shoes are in the picture, your truck's in the picture, a Marriott cart, as you pointed out, is in the picture. Yeah. And then I can also point to this to you. This is the SD card file. And look at the fourth one down, what the name of that file is. Homicide, Marriott Hotel, Midtown, Anchorage. And this was modified on September 24th, 20 days later.
I did not do that. Why would I make a file like that? I don't remember anything else. Really, I'm sorry.
I think you do remember it, Mr. Smith, and we need it. And like I said, we need to talk about it because right now, this right here is a small portion of this investigation, but this is just a small part of a very large investigation. And we're talking to people. We're talking to your wife. Okay.
When have you spoken to her?
We're talking to her right now.
Right now.
Okay, and like I said, this is. I mean, this is going to hit the news, and this might be your one chance to talk to give your side of it, to give your story. And that's why I'm here to talk to you today. I didn't have to come here and talk to you. I could have just had him take you. But I wanted to give you that opportunity to explain this because We got the evidence. We know you were out there. Your phone shows you were out there.
It was showing it, yeah. I'm not...
So we need to talk about it. We need to address it.
Yeah, well, look, this sounds very serious, no matter what, I'm going to be in deep. So, okay, I'll tell you what I remember. The next day at work, I saw something dripping out the back of my truck. And I was like, what? And I opened up, and there was somebody there underneath stuff. There was a blue, like a tarp at the back of my truck. And the back flap doesn't really lock. I've actually put a padlock on now since then. And I saw somebody, and I was like, what must I do? What must I do? And because I've been out before, I thought, you know, who's going to believe me? You know, it's like the guy that gets stopped and he's got drugs in his pocket, and it's like, it's not mine, you know. That's the way I was feeling, you know. No one's going to believe me. So I was thinking for a long time, what must I do? And then the one night I thought, well, I've got to get rid of this. I can't. And I drove out, and I did. I went and dumped it.
When you saw it dripping out of the back of your truck, and
I was scared.
If you didn't remember what happened, why didn't you call somebody and say, hey, there's somebody in the back of my truck?
Well, that's the thing. Who would believe me? It's like I said, it's like the guy walking around. Police found drugs in his pocket, you know, like, and he says, no, it's not mine. And everybody says, oh, yes, we believe you, you know. It's the same thing. Who would have believed me that I found something in the back of my truck? I don't remember.
So you're admitting that you were at the hotel. That's your stuff. That's your voice. And you admit that you took the body out there and you dumped the body, right? So why would there be a photograph of her in the back of your truck at the dump site, which you admit to doing? On the same SD card, listen to me.
Okay.
On the same SD card that has all these photos on it and videos of you killing her. So tell me how a body can be found in the back of your truck randomly while you're at work, because you want us to believe somebody else put that body in there. And then you just happen to drive it out there, and there's photographs.
On the same SD card.
On the same SD card of this woman in the back of your truck with the sheets that are on that card.
Mężczyzna w dalszym ciągu się nie przyznaje, więc detektywi wyciągają pendrive'a z nagraniem i odtwarzają to przed nim, obserwując reakcję.
Understand why I would do something like this. And that's what your question is. Why would I do that?
I mean, we know you did it. You know you did it. We're just looking for, and there may not be a why that you think is reasonable, right?
Yeah.
But there is a why as to what happened. We might not know why it happened, but you know what happened. You're gonna see what happened. You're gonna see what you did.
Mm. I just don't know why would I get angry like that?
You're not angry.
Yeah. You said it.
No, you're very calculated. You're narrating in it.
Why would I say I've got an audience?
I'm not saying that you have an audience, but you're clearly talking to. You're not just talking to her. You're narrating this, and it's because of whatever fantasy it is that you have in your mind. Whether you're going to share this with other people or you intended on it, I don't know, but you certainly intended on viewing it yourself. And you're clearly exerting power over this person.
God.
Detektywom chodzi o te chore nagrania audio, które Brian wykonywał. Zwracał się do publiczności, jakby miał te przerażające nagrania zbrodni publikować komuś jeszcze.
Oh, geez, there was two gasps. But you're resisting me. Okay. So here's the throat, here's the hair, here's the string I've got. I've got a string there. Okay, I'm gonna pull the string up here. Yeah, it's all tartarized. Just put your face forward, you stupid.
Hit the like button, please. Just take it, swallow it. Let's do a nibble shot while we're at here. Do like an angle, like an action shot.
What do you think up until that point?
That girl's dying. It's my hand. Oh.
It's not going to be very hard to figure. Like I said, this is when this gets on a 55-inch TV.
Yeah, there's no voice in this one. Right on.
That's TV in the back.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Hotel room TV.
Yeah. She's alive there.
Yeah, there.
That's my boy.
Gone now. My hand seems tired.
I don't talk like that.
Bradley Phillips does, or whoever that is then.
No, Bradley's a naughty person. Bradley's a naughty person.
Ten człowiek był bardzo zaburzony. Jak twierdzi, miał kilka kont na Facebooku oraz inne osobowości w sobie. Wyznał, że Brian i Bradley, za którego się również podawał, to dwie inne osoby, a Bradley to ten zły, który mógł tego dokonać.
So if there's something else we need to talk about, now would be the time to do it. The one thing I wanted to ask you is your truck. Did you ever wash it out, spray it out, anything like that?
After she was
dumped
in
the
it.
body.
Are we going to find biological evidence in your truck? Did you bleach it? Did you wash it?
At the back, I had a piece of carpeting at the back, and there was a bit of blood on it. So I cut that piece of carpet out and I tossed it in a dumpster, and I did spray bleach on there, try and kill the germs and whatever. That was a wise thing to do, unlike everything else. So yeah, so you'll see the back of my truck. It's cut.
Gdy detektywi już właściwie kończyli przesłuchanie, Brian postanowił wyznać coś jeszcze. Coś, czego nikt się nie spodziewał.
Are you guys in a rush to go home?
Are we in a rush?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk some more?
We're not in a rush. We got
all night.
I have 2 days.
I saw your ears do that.
You know what? I mean, that's what we do. We love to talk.
Some time ago, I was remembering, I picked up a very drunk girl. My wife was gone. She was away for the weekend. I had to go home, and I shot her, and I know you guys are doing the good cop, bad cop. I know I'm gonna burn already, so, and I don't want you to waste your time.
We appreciate that.
But yeah, so I shot this girl, and then I went and dumped her out on that little side road going towards Butte. When you turn off the highway.
By the Cluton power plant?
Yeah, around about that area, yeah. You must have found her.
We may have. How long ago was that about?
Oh my God, 2, 3, maybe 3 years ago.
Brian Smith miał zazwyczaj ten sam plan działania. Zabierał różne kobiety w trudnej sytuacji życiowej, był miły, a następnie je wykorzystywał i zabijał. Kobieta, która była widoczna na początku nagrania, miała bardzo dużo szczęścia.
She was smelling. I knew she was homeless then. You know, she was stinking, and I was getting upset. And I said to her, go take a shower. You know, because now there's smell in the house. You know, Stephanie would smell like there was a homeless person in the house, and she wouldn't do it. She kept saying no, and I was worried that she's going to vomit now. Because then I realized that she really had been drinking a lot. No excuse, but I had also been drinking a hell of a lot. Like I said, when Stephanie goes, that's Brian time, or as you call it, Brad time. I went through to the garage and I got my little pistol there, and I said to her, go shower, and she wouldn't, and I just did that, and I
while she was on the couch?
Yeah, I just shot her. There was no. The messed up thing, I can tell you honestly, there was no emotion there. It was just You're not listening to me, go shower, you're not listening to me. You know, I knew that the longer she stays there, the worse trouble I'm going to get in with Stephanie. She's going to stink up the place. If she vomits on the carpet, it's going to be, you know.
Więc jak już usłyszeliście całą historię, to możecie stwierdzić, że Brian był bardzo zaburzoną osobą. Dokonał 2 zabójstw, za co dostał wyrok 236 lat pozbawienia wolności. Nie zapomnijcie zasubskrybować kanału, jeżeli chcecie więcej takich treści. Póki co, to na tyle. Także trzymajcie się. Cześć.